Death stands as one of the most profound mysteries we face in life, and it's something none of us can avoid. While some view death as a final chapter, others have witnessed something extraordinary during life's closing moments. Hospice nurses and doctors, who care for individuals as they approach the end of their lives, have seen powerful and often unexplainable experiences that seem to go beyond the physical world. These dedicated professionals have shared moments where patients reported seeing divine beings, departed loved ones, and radiant lights just before passing on. In this video, we delve into heartfelt and sometimes chilling experiences shared by 9 real doctors and nurses who witnessed what may lie just beyond this life. Their stories invite us to reflect on the mysteries of existence, the nature of passing, and what might await us after we go. Number 1. Dr. Thompson and the radiant beings in the room. Dr. Thompson serves as a physician in a leading hospital in New York. During one quiet night on the palliative care floor, he was summoned to see a patient named Harold, who was nearing the end of his battle with terminal cancer. Harold had endured weeks of discomfort and insomnia, but something had changed that evening. When Dr. Thompson entered the room, he found Harold looking upward with a peaceful expression. He asked what Harold saw, and to his amazement, Harold said, "The angels are here. They're beautiful." Despite being frail and bedridden, Harold described luminous beings hovering above him. He spoke about their glowing wings and melodic voices, their light so intense it seemed to brighten the entire room. That night, Harold passed with a tranquil smile. "In all my years, I had never seen anything quite so spiritual," Dr. Thompson later shared. "It felt like the barrier between our world and the next had briefly disappeared." Number 2. Nurse Linda and the children at the bedside. Nurse Linda works in a suburban hospital's hospice unit. With over 2 decades of nursing experience, she thought she had seen it all, until one night changed her perspective entirely. Her patient Ella had been suffering from lung cancer and was nearing her final days. Suddenly, Ella began calling out joyfully. When Linda arrived at her bedside, she found Ella smiling warmly and talking as if to unseen visitors. "I see them," she exclaimed. "My children, they're here." Linda was stunned. Ella had tragically lost 2 of her children years earlier, and Linda hadn't heard her speak of them often. But that night, Ella described her children vividly, standing beside her bed, holding her hands and inviting her to come home. Linda stood quietly, unsure of what to say. "She looked so peaceful, so happy," Linda remembered. It was deeply moving. A few hours later, Ella passed on, serene and smiling. For Linda, it was a clear sign that a mother's bond with her children continues beyond this world. Number 3. Nurse Mary and her patient's long-lost mother. Nurse Mary works in a hospice located in rural Minnesota. She's accompanied countless individuals in their final hours, but one story has always stayed with her. A woman named Clara, in her 80s, had been in hospice for several weeks. One particular day, as Clara's condition declined, Mary noticed her staring at the far corner of the room, her gaze filled with awe. Clara smiled and softly said, "My mother is here." Mary was deeply moved. Clara had lost her mother at the age of 10 and hadn't seen her since. Clara went on to describe her mother's appearance with vivid clarity, exactly as she remembered her as a young girl. Though Mary saw nothing in the room, she remained quietly by her side, watching Clara seemingly converse with someone only she could see. That evening, Clara passed away peacefully, and Mary was left with the profound feeling that her patient had truly been visited by a loved one from the other side. "It was a moment so full of love," Mary said. "It reminded me that love stretches even beyond the veil of death." Number 4. Nurse Julie and the memories of past lives. Nurse Julie works in a hospice facility in Texas and has provided end-of-life care for over 15 years. One particular evening, she sat with a quiet patient named William, who had always kept to himself. But as the hours passed, William began to talk, his voice clear and reflective. He spoke of people from his youth, and then about a woman named Martha. He described her so vividly, her red dress, the way she smelled of lavender, her laughter. Julie gently asked if she was his wife. "No," William replied, "she's from another time. I loved her in another life." He spoke of past lives with such clarity that Julie sat in stunned silence. That night, William passed with a peaceful smile on his lips. He seemed reunited with someone from long ago, Julie later shared. It was beautiful. I felt honored to witness it. Number 5. Dr. Haruto and the Guiding Light in Japan. Dr. Haruto is an esteemed oncologist at a respected hospital in Japan. One experience that forever changed his outlook occurred with a patient named Mr. Takashi, who was in the final stages of pancreatic cancer. His body was growing weaker, and pain had left him restless. But something incredible happened on his last night. When Dr. Haruto entered his room, he found Mr. Takashi sitting upright, bathed in a soft, glowing white light that seemed to fill the space. Mr. Takashi was staring toward the doorway and whispered, "It's so bright, she's here. My wife. She's waiting for me." His voice was calm and sure. He described a radiant figure standing in the doorway surrounded by light and said that she was there to guide him home. A short while later, Mr. Takashi passed on, his face peaceful and filled with acceptance. "There are things that cannot be explained," Dr. Haruto said, "but I believe that what he saw was real. It was his wife coming to guide him into the next world." Number 6. Nurse Carla and the Gentle Presence. In a small town in Colorado, Nurse Carla had an unforgettable experience with a patient named Thomas, who had been in and out of consciousness due to advanced heart disease. One afternoon, she entered his room and found him alert, staring at the corner of the room with a tranquil look on his face. "She's here," he said. "She's come for me." Thomas described a woman in flowing robes, glowing with a serene energy and smiling gently at him. He said she had been with him since he was a child and that she had come now to lead him home. Minutes later, he closed his eyes and passed peacefully. "I believe she was a guide," Nurse Carla said. "She brought him peace in his final moments. It was truly comforting." Number 7. Dr. Sandra and the Loving Brothers visit. Dr. Sandra, a palliative care physician in London, spent an evening caring for Margaret, a cancer patient whose condition had suddenly worsened. As she checked on Margaret, she noticed something unexpected. The woman was smiling softly and looking around the room as if seeing something magical. "I can see him," Margaret said. "My brother? He's here." Margaret spoke as if he were standing right beside her, gently holding her hand. She described how he told her not to worry and that he would be there when it was time to go. Dr. Sandra knew Margaret's brother had passed years before. That night, Margaret slipped away peacefully, and Dr. Sandra felt a powerful sense of reassurance. "There's a comfort in knowing that our loved ones may return for us," she said. "It makes the mystery of death a little less frightening." Number 8. Dr. Marcus and the Arrival of the Messenger. Dr. Marcus, a seasoned hospice physician in California, recalls a deeply moving encounter with an elderly patient named Clara, who had been suffering from dementia. For weeks, Clara had barely spoken a word, her mind lost in a fog. But one afternoon, everything changed. As Dr. Marcus walked into the room, Clara was sitting upright, her eyes bright and focused. "He's here," she said calmly. "He's come to take me." She described a man in a long robe, bathed in radiant light, standing at the foot of her bed. Clara called him the messenger and said she had known him long before this life. Though no one else could see him, the peace in Clara's voice was undeniable. A few hours later, she passed on quietly. "It left me with a profound sense of awe," Dr. Marcus said. "Whatever she saw, it made her unafraid. And that is a gift beyond measure." These powerful and emotional experiences remind us that the end of life may not be an end at all. They challenge our understanding of death and offer glimpses into what may lie beyond. Whether it's the return of a beloved pet, the visit of a long-lost family member, or the appearance of radiant messengers, these moments hint at a world beyond our own, a world filled with light, love, and peace. If you've ever experienced or heard stories like these, we'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts and stories in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more profound, moving, and spiritual content. Let's explore the mysteries of life and beyond together. Thank you.